guys, so these are the cards that I'm using for the weekly reading, the 21st of October through to the 27th of October 2019. So that's Monday the 21st through to Sunday the 27th of October. What cards am I using? I'm using for the week ahead check-in. What I'm using is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. I'm also using the Urban Tarot. This is it's a deck that I've had for a few months actually. It's more a kind of, I don't know what they call it. It's not so much based on the Rider-Waite, I think. I think it's based on something like, do they call it the Pip or the Marseille, something like that? But it's not based on, it's not particularly Rider-Waite, I don't think it's based on. But yeah, it's by Robin Scott. Beautiful deck. We're going to use this today. Usually I just read, if I don't read kind of Rider-Waite, I just read intuitively what I see. And we also use the Grand Tarot Luxe by Ciro Marchetti, definitely one of my favourites. And advice comes from the Art of Life deck by Charlene Livingston. Okay, for your work and your love reading, we use the Dark Mansion Tarot as usual, and we're going to be using a lot of these for the thumbnails. And also for your advice for both your work and your love, and also your finance, we use the Tea Leaf Fortune Tarot cards, but we're using the Astral House cards from this deck. We are going to use perhaps some of the cards, the normal tea leaf cards underneath those, but we'll also probably use the answer deck as well underneath some of those Astral House cards. All right, that's it, guys. Enjoy your reading. Hi, guys. Welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. If you'd like to see a particular reading, so if you'd like to only look at your work reading or only your love reading or maybe just the general reading, timestamps are below. So you just click on the time and it will take you straight through to the reading that you want to view. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. Okay, Libra, so your cards are down. Let's just, I'm going to bring these up just slightly here so that we can, hopefully you've got a good view of everything here. Okay, there we are. I think that's a good view on the camera. So Libra, who are you this week? You were showing as being the Three of Wands. Nice. I certainly feel with the Three of Wands you're showing as expanding your network this week with the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands is all about looking ahead, expanding your network. Often this card indicates launching new things. If you think about the Tarot as a storyboard, you think about the Ace of Wands as being the initial idea, and then the Two of Wands as putting that idea into a fully functioning plan, and then the Three of Wands we're ready to launch. This could be you guys ready to launch something this week, something that you've been working on, something that you've been planning for a while. This card certainly is indicative of looking ahead, looking to bright new horizons, is the Three of Wands. And I get the impression this week, because it's a number three, threes represent expansion. They're ruled by the Empress. And it might be because it's a wand as well, Libra, that this is something to do with career, because wands indicate the career. But we have to see what the other cards are saying. But certainly for some of you guys, in terms of your career, it could be that you are expanding your horizons. Some of you guys might even be looking to work abroad, emigrate, that type of thing with the Three of Wands energy, because this is all about going abroad, traveling across water, that type of thing with the Three of Wands energy showing here. Sometimes when you get the Three of Wands and it's love, it's often a card about either, there's a couple of things with the Three of Wands. It can be a tricky card to read in terms of love, because it's either someone's turning their back on a relationship, or with the Three of Wands, somebody is looking to the future. So they're looking to kind of expand and grow the relationship in the future. Let's have a look at why you're the Three of Wands. Also this week, it might be that you're involved in partnerships as well. This would be business partnerships, and it might be that you are connecting with people from afar, so from abroad, that type of thing, in terms of, you know, business ventures, that type of thing, with the Three of Wands energy. And again, this is the card about launching things. What's the reason that you're the Three of Wands? This is really lovely. Beautiful energy, actually. I certainly feel that your hand, I think that with the Three of Wands energy, that with the Ten of Swords, now when Ciro Marchetti, because this is the Ciro Marchetti Grand Lux deck, which is absolutely stunning, but when he devised this Ten of Swords, this card represented the victim for him. So the Ten of Swords for Ciro Marchetti was all about, you know, somebody who felt very victimized, somebody who felt very powerless. I personally felt that that was very similar to an Eight of Swords for me. And for me, the Ten of Swords, just to add to the Ten of Swords, this is somebody who feels mentally overwhelmed. This is somebody who does feel in jail. You can see the hands are, his hands, can you see? They are in, you know, they're in cuffs. So he's in a prison, you know, but this is often for me when it comes to sword energy. This, for me, with the Ten of Swords, can mean to feel completely overwhelmed. It can even mean to feel depressed with the Ten of Swords energy. Swords don't necessarily represent career, but certainly some of you guys, it might be that the reason that you're looking outward is because you have been feeling stuck with that Ten of Swords. It might be that you've been feeling a victim where you are with the Ten of Swords energy, Libra. It might be that you've been feeling really overwhelmed, mentally overwhelmed where you are with this Ten of Swords. And it might be that some of you guys are now looking this week and you're saying, you know what? I'd rather leave this behind, because it's obvious that you're leaving this behind. You need a fresh start with that Three of Wands. This isn't about launching a product or, you know, something in terms of business. This might be looking for a new career. You know, reaching out, setting new ideas into motion with the Three of Wands, which is what the Three of Wands is as well. If you think about the Ace, remember we have the analogy of the Ace of Wands being the idea, the creation, the start of creation. The Two of Wands, we're taking that creative concept of the Ace and then we're planning on that. We're putting these kind of real-time plans into action with the Two of Wands, and then we're kind of launching those plans out there. We're putting them out to the world with the Three of Wands. Well, that's probably what you're doing here. It all started with the Ace, where you said, you know what, I've got this new idea here that I'm going to start putting into action with this Three of Wands energy. My idea might be to move to another country. My idea might be to move to another job with the Three of Wands energy. My idea might be to set up a new business, and it could be to set up a new business with the Three of Wands energy, because I'm feeling so trapped. So kind of, because I'm feeling so trapped, you know, so put upon with the Ten of Swords energy. I'm feeling really, you know, at a low point. I feel like I've got no way out. I feel disempowered with this Ten of Swords energy. So I just feel that some of you guys, whatever the case is, career, love, whatever it is, you're looking for a way out of this, because if you look at the two cards, one represents ensnarement, entrapment, the other one represents freedom. This person doesn't have chains on him. He is free to get on that ship when it arrives. This person here does. They can't get anywhere. And I think that it is this energy that you guys want to come out of, Libra, in the Three of Wands energy. And what's your goal for the week? Now, I forgot to mention on the intro video for what cards I'm using, I actually said I was using the Urban Tarot. I'm actually changed it over for these set of videos for the week ahead to the Tarot of the Golden Wheel, a new deck, okay? So I've changed those over. So, and I'm not surprised, the Magician is your goal. So when you have the Magician as a goal, it is to create a new reality. It is to use your skills, to use your talents, to use your abilities, to use your ideas, to use your knowledge, to use your intellect, to use your voice, everything, to use your vision to create something new. All right, and it doesn't surprise me at all that it would show with that Three of Wands energy, because you guys are now expanding your horizons this week. This is all about you guys expanding your horizons in whatever sphere that is, business, work, love, whatever it is. You're expanding your horizons because of the Ten of Swords. You guys have been feeling disempowered for a long time. You've been feeling trapped for a long time. You've been feeling almost, some of you guys might have gone through bullying. You might have gone through, because this is the card of the victim. So this can be the card of the person who's getting bullied. You might have been bullied in work. You might have been bullied where you are for a long time. You say, you know what, I've had enough. And your goal is actually with the Magician energy, this vision that I have, because the thing that the Three of Wands for me and the Magician have in common is all about having that forward vision. You know, they're looking ahead, both cards. So my goal is now to take this vision off the Three of Wands energy and literally with the Magician energy to start harnessing all of my skills, all of my power, and to start harnessing this vision and turning it into form, into something that it becomes reality with the Magician energy showing here. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome? Well, this could be a person, okay, with the King of Wands energy. There's two things I can think of with the King of Wands. One of the obstacles you might need to overcome with the King of Wands energy here, Libra, is an individual. Now, the individual that you need to overcome may be quite forceful, all right, as an individual. And it might be that they have an opinion on what you intend to do with that Three of Wands and the Magician energy. So it might be you're dealing with somebody who says, I don't want you to do that. I don't think it's a good idea. And they'll be very forceful with that. If it's not an energy, if it's not a person, then it's an energy. And the obstacle you might need to overcome is that you need to take literally direct action in these areas. If you're going to have anything manifest with the Magician energy, which is what your goal is, from this vision that you are now kind of launching with the Three of Wands energy this week, then you need to kind of take direct action. There's no good in just thinking it, but you have to do it. With this King of Wands energy showing here. What could you be achieving by the end of the week, though? Well, you know, the High Priestess. So I just feel that what you could be achieving is guidance and information and intuition. Okay, I think that your intuition could be... I think that what you could be achieving is a strong intuition of what direction needs to be taken here, because this could easily be an energy in terms of the obstacle you might need to overcome, and that is the confidence with the King of Wands energy to take that action. You've got the vision here because your goal with the Magician energy is to start creating this new reality using all of the resources that you have in your arsenal, Libra, in order to fulfill the vision of the Three of Wands, which is where you're at this week. So you have this vision for the future with the Three of Wands. You're expanding your horizons with that Three of Wands energy because you want to get out of jail, whatever this jail is for you with the Ten of Swords. And your goal is to use every single bit of intellect, resource, talent, skill that you have to make this happen with the Magician this week. But the obstacle you need to overcome, it could be a person, but it could also be, the obstacle I need to overcome is, I need to overcome that I need the confidence, King of Wands energy, to take direct action on this with this energy of the King. So I've just got to make this happen. I've literally got to take the actions in order to manifest these things here. And it might be that because of those cards, what you could be achieving by the end of the week, she's not a movement card. She's more about the way that we think, our psyche, the advice. But it might be that you're achieving advice. High Priestesses can show as advisors, and they come with very, very valuable advice. So it might be that you're achieving the advice that you need through the High Priestess energy as to how you are going to, what direction you are going to take to bring this new reality to life. What is it that you need to avoid this week? Or rushing into anything, because that's the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords will tell you, well, look, it's great that you've got all of this kind of get up and go, and we know that you want to get out of this situation here. But what you might want to think about is rushing ahead, because I really feel that this is going to, and I always say with a lot of the readings that come through that planning is needed. You know, sometimes you just need to plan. You need to plan ahead properly. But the Knight of Swords is not really a planner within the tarot. The Knight of Swords is, you know, he gets really enthusiastic by an idea. And he's really quite restless. And he wants sudden changes. Now, if you guys have this vision and you're expanding your horizons this week because you're feeling trapped and you're feeling locked down and you're feeling kind of, some of you guys, it's bullied, I want to get out of this environment, or you're feeling really stressed out with the Ten of Swords energy, and you say, you know what, my intention is to create this reality with this Magician energy, but I need to take the direct action of the King of Wands. That's the obstacle I need to overcome. Having the confidence to take this direct action. I could be, by the end of the week, achieving some really valuable advice on how I go about creating this new reality. But what you want to avoid is rushing into anything, even if you get the advice that you need. With the High Priestess energy, even if your intuition tells you strongly what you need to do, you really do need to avoid rushing into anything, rushing headlong into anything here with the Knight of Swords energy. Not until you've got a surefire plan of how things are going to go, or even a plan B, whatever the case is. What is it you need to embrace? Two cards flicked out for this as I was shuffling. The Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is all about contentment and satisfaction. It's all about wishes too. Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. That's okay. I think that really what you need to embrace is you need to kind of put up with whatever this thing is for a little longer. You're going to disagree with me. I know you are. I know you are. But the Nine of Cups is putting a brave face on the unhappiness of the Fool. So when you get the Nine of Cups, you're putting a brave face on things. You're putting a smile on your face, though you might feel like that. Because I think that what the universe is saying is to you, Libra, we know that you want this change. We know you do. We know that you've been feeling put upon. We know that you've been feeling stressed. We know that some of you guys have been feeling really bullied. We know that some of you guys have been feeling like you're doing, there's a sense of feeling overkilling my life. I can't rest with this Ten of Swords. I'm feeling like a victim. I'm feeling trapped. I'm feeling powerless. And we know that it's brilliant, Libra, that you have this vision for the future now with this Three of Wands and how you're going to extricate yourself from this energy here. Well, the goal is I become the magician. If I'm going to get out of this Ten of Swords energy because I've got this vision, then I need to put this vision into some form of the magician. And the only way I'm going to do that is maybe send my CV out. Maybe I send out my resumes. Maybe I set a new business up with the magician energy that's going to give me the resources I need to make these dreams come true. I'm going to start taking inspired action. My goal this week is to start using every single bit of resource and power that I have to make this a reality. But remember, the obstacle you need to overcome, Libra, is this could be a person, yes, somebody who's quite forceful. But also the obstacle you need to overcome more than anything, I think, with this King of Wands is literally having the confidence to take directions, to take action. So literally doing the work, because this is action inspired. You're not going to sit back and just say, yeah, I'm going to do this, this and this. With these cards, you're literally going to make it happen with the King of Wands. And that's what you need to overcome. And it may be, yes, by the end of the week, what I'm achieving is the absolute intuition and knowledge that I need, whether it's from myself or others, on how I'm going to take this action so I can bring these things into reality. I need to avoid being headstrong and just taking risks right now and just doing things spontaneously because there's still planning ahead. And that's why the universe is saying, because you need to avoid doing that, you need to embrace that right now, though you may not be where you want to be, Libra, you're just going to have to kind of grin and bear it, because the Nine of Cups showing with anything like a Five of Cups, a Four of Cups, often that combination can mean just grin and bear it. So right now, we know where you want to go, Libra, and you're going to get there. But right now, you can't risk. You can't just go and just go headlong into things you don't know about, because there is a certain process and a certain due diligence time that needs to be gone through before you can actually start. The universe is not saying don't do all of this. It's saying do it. All right, so if your goal is to be the magician and to make things happen, then do it. Do it. If your problem is having the confidence to take that action, then just get over that and do it, because we know that you have an intention here for the future. We know you don't want to be here. That's great. And we know that you're going to get the advice and the enlightenment that you seek through that High Priestess energy. But at the same time, do the groundwork. There's nothing wrong with doing the groundwork, Libra. Do the groundwork. But avoid, because you're getting information and because you're getting some knowledge on how you're going to do this, avoid rushing into it. Because right now, this is a time for grinning and bearing whatever this is, because there is more work to be done before you will be ready to move out of this. I know it sounds shitty. I know it does. But my mum always had a saying where she said, my mum died a few years back, but when she was alive, she would say things like, you got to kiss ass before you can kick it, which is, it's true. Sometimes you just got to kiss ass before you can kick it, man. We know that you have all the intention. For goodness sake, Libra, we got a Three of Wands, we got a Magician, and we got a King of Wands. If that's not intention, I have no idea what isn't. What is? We know that you have the vision and the intention and the drive and the willpower and all of those things to make these things happen. And it's brilliant. But that's in your avoid area. And this card here is exactly the same as these ones, because the Knight of Swords talks about drive and passion. But you need to avoid, he's a risk taker as well. You need to avoid just going headstrong into things that you don't really know where you're going just yet. You need to get your bearings. And therefore, that's why it's saying do the groundwork, but don't rush into anything right now. Lay out these plans, do the groundwork, but don't rush into anything right now, because you need to embrace it. You're going to have to grin and bear. Nine of Cups, Four of Cups for a little while longer. Just for a little while. It's not forever. It's not forever. It's just until you know exactly where you're going. If you need advice, go to the Three of Swords. Go to someone that you can pour your heart out to, because the Three of Swords is someone you can, this is opening the heart to someone. So go to someone who you can open up your heart to, all right? Especially if you're feeling this. Go to someone you can open your heart to, all right? Someone who you can kind of, you know, tell all your woes or your problems, because I think that you do need some form of emotional release in whatever this situation is. I think you need emotional release here. I think you need to release your emotions. But I just get worried, Libra, if this resonates with you, that you're going to, you know, even though you're doing all the groundwork here, which I think is wonderful, you're going to still just rush ahead into something because you really want out. And I just feel that it's not the right thing to do right now, okay? I think you've just got to have a bit of patience, grin and bear it for whatever this is for a little longer whilst you're making your plans, all right? This now is not the time to go and push these plans into action. It's just not the time right now. Do the groundwork, but just wait until the time is right. And if you need to offload anything emotionally, go to someone who you can open your heart to. Three of Swords energy. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is for the week, Libra, from this reading. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Libra on this reading? What is the advice that you have for Libra on this reading? Show me. The advice is justice. So this above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow. As night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Okay, so just be true to yourself. Of course, this is your truth. 1, 2, 3. You don't want any more of this. You've got a vision. You're sick of being this Ten of Swords. Goal is to put things into action. Magician energy is to use all of your resources, your abilities to make this vision happen. You need to overcome that obstacle. If you're having confidence problems, you're going to have to get over it and put this into action here. High Priestess, you could be achieving some really important sacred information on how you make this happen. Don't rush into anything here. Put a brave face on things until the time is right. Go to someone who you can open your heart up to with the Three of Swords energy. And above all, know that to yourself be true. Okay? And if you're true to yourself, it will follow. Just understand that. If you are true to yourself, I promise you, what you are envisioning, what you are bringing into your reality, it must manifest. Look at Abraham Hicks, it's true. Whatever you put your intention on, whatever you put your action in, it must come to fruition one way or the other. But I just feel that right now, not quite the right time, but it will come to fruition for you, it will. All right, bear with me, and I'm going to do you, what am I saying here? Yeah, bear with me, and I'm going to do your work and your career reading next. Okay, Libra, for your work, we've got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups represents partnerships. Right, partnerships. I'm seeing you guys partner. You know, the Two of Cups and the King of Cups, this is a harmonious relationship with the King. It's like if you get the King and the Queen together. That looks a bit blurry on the screen, doesn't it? Why does that look so blurry? That's annoying. Sorry, the screen looks blurry to me. Or maybe it's just because when I'm doing the readings, I'm looking through a big monitor that the camera is hooked up to. Oh, that's interesting. Why does it look like that? Oh, I think it's looking a bit better now, yeah. So, harmonious relationships, King of Cups energy, Two of Cups, King of Cups. This is like a really good partnership, nice partnership. It's a harmonious partnership with a king. King of Cups energy showing up here. Ace of Wands energy, which is nice. So this is all about new beginnings. And I think that somebody is presenting you. I think that there could be an agreement more than anything here. The King of Cups for me is a presentation card because he holds the cup out like this. So I think that you're being presented with an exciting new opportunity for some of you Librans on that Ace of Wands energy showing there. Okay. Knight of Coins. Now the Knight of Coins for me, this could be a long-term thing as well. It might be, I'm getting the impression there's an agreement in the offering this week for some of you Librans. You're being invited or presented with an exciting new opportunity. This might be with the Knight of Coins energy, a business opportunity. Of course, it's career. It could be an opportunity or exciting new opportunity. It might be to do something long-term, or it's a stable job or that type of thing. What's interesting though, I always find with the Knight of Coins is he tends to just, the horse doesn't move, and you know, he's standing on completely on the other side, looking out at that Ace of Wands. Three of Cups energy. I feel that this is it feels like you are, because Knight of Pentacles is often the builder of the tarot, and when in a work reading, this is this is somebody who has a vision, and the Knight of Coins often is somebody who is working his way up, but it almost feels like this is the Three of Cups is the group, so it feels like I don't know whether this is building or working within a group, something like that, or this is a business partnership, because this is business partnership. I think this is a business partnership. Knight of Coins and the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a partnership. This is business. So I would say that it could be an agreement on the table this week. You're being presented with an exciting new opportunity to work as a part of a business partnership, showing here. What else do we see here? Four of Swords. For some reason, there's some form of resignation going on here. So Four of Swords for me is when you're resigning yourself. Ace of Cups energy. So I think, but I just feel that you've kind of resigned yourself to it, because you've got two aces here. So aces in work or any other reading, they're new beginnings. It almost feels like with the Four of Swords energy here, I don't know whether this is doubt, but it almost feels like you've resigned yourself to something else with that ace, because it's not this opportunity that the King of Cups is offering. This is something else. It's almost like you resigned yourself to doing something else with another opportunity with the Eight of Cups. No, returning back to something that is fulfilling, because the Eight of Cups reverses to return. It's almost like you've resigned yourself that you want to return to something that's quite fulfilling, because the Eight of Cups, when you get cups in work readings, they mean fulfillment. So it's almost like you've decided with this Four of Swords, or you've been contemplating returning to something that could be quite fulfilling. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's this. Page of Wands energy. So Page of Wands is often a new career venture. This is an opportunity to learn something new, or it's an opportunity to set up a new business or something like that, or it's just a new creative venture with the Page of Wands energy. King of Swords. So returning to this, but this to me looks like it might present you with the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands, in terms of work, it's where you don't know much about what you're doing. So this is a new creative venture. You got two kings in the reading, so it means that there are meetings taking place. So for some of you guys, I'm getting meetings taking place, sorry, with that King of Swords and the King of Cups energy. Being presented with a opportunity to work within a group, business partnership, an exciting new opportunity for a business partnership. Page of Wands, it looks to me like it's a new venture here, showing up with this Page of Wands energy. Libra, you could be that King of Swords, in which maybe you take the helm. Maybe this is a creative venture in which you are going to be in charge, because kings mean to be in charge, and I'm getting the impression that that's you. King of Swords energy. King of Swords is usually Aquarius, but he can certainly read as Gemini, Libra as well. So I think you're taking charge of this creative venture here, and there's an this is why I think in work, Libra, I think that you're going to be quite torn, to be perfectly honest with you, because I think on the one hand, there's a partnership here in the offering, and I think that this partnership with the Two of Cups, this agreement here with the Two of Cups, is being presented to you. So there's a partnership that's being presented to you from this King of Cups energy, and what's being presented to you with this King of Cups energy is an exciting new opportunity for you to work in a business partnership, okay? Or to work as a part of a business partnership here. It's really, really exciting. And the reason why, because we've got this Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands together, and these both indicate new creative ventures. So I think the reason why this new opportunity for some of you Librans is so exciting with that Ace of Wands is because it's new. It's almost like it's a startup. So when you get pages in work readings, often they are, especially Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, they're startup businesses or startup creative ventures. And I think that this exciting opportunity that's being presented to you, Libra, from this King of Cups energy here, for you to work within this business partnership or as a part of a business partnership, is really exciting because it's new, it's fresh with the Page of Wands energy, and it's something that you might actually be at the helm of. So this person's saying, look, I want you to come and work on board with me. I want actually you to take complete charge with this King of Swords energy, Libra, of the whole operation from scratch with the Page of Wands energy. But I think that where you're kind of caught between, you know, two kind of ideas is because on the one hand, you're in these cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you're being presented with this amazing new opportunity. But on the other hand, what's happening here is that you're still kind of pining. And I'm getting the impression that you're pining with the Four of Swords. I think that you're still kind of, two things. I think that you're resigned, so you've already made your mind up with the Four of Swords energy that you're going to return. You're going to go back to something that you really love. And I think for some of you guys, you're actually pining with the Four of Swords energy to go back to something that you love. So whilst I'm seeing for some of you guys in terms of career that you are kind of presented from this, you know, King of Cups isn't always dynamic, but he really believes in this new opportunity, because that's what cup people do. They never do anything unless their heart is in it. So this person here, that's, you know, this is a really nice guy. This is a really nice male or female. This is someone that you're going to have this really lovely, harmonious relationship with. And I think that, you know, you're a part, there's an agreement happening here. This king presents you with this amazing, exciting new, you know, opportunity, Ace of Wands, to work within a business partnership or as a part of a business partnership here, a business group here. And it's a really dynamic opportunity because it's at the start of its, you know, if its infancy, it's just starting up with the Page of Wands. And you, Libra, could be at the helm of it with the King of Swords. But I think that some of you guys are like, well, I don't know whether I want to take this on, because I've kind of either resigned myself or I'm pining to return Eight of Cups reversed to something that I really actually do love. And I actually just don't think that it's this. What is the advice? Let's have a quick look at what the advice is in terms of your career. Libra. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Libra in terms of career? What, oopsie daisy, just move those cards out. There we go. What is the advice that you have for Libra in terms of career? Please show me. So the advice for career, Libra, is abundance. So that's what's being given to you here. What's being gifted to you from this King of Cups is an amazing, I mean, this can be abundance, really. The Ace of Cups is the abundance card. Abundance, have hope. I think that you hold abundance within your hands and you need to have hope here. Power. Okay. So I think that, you know, these are really positive cards. And the Power card is all about holding power in your hands. Okay. So, you know, you're quite powerful. All right. And the hope needs to be powerful. And I think that you need to have a strong hope that you have the abundance within your hand. You know, you have the world in your hand. He's got the world in his hand. I think that you need to have strength and hope and faith, even though we don't have the faith cards. But this is hope and power, powerful hope. Your hope is at a very powerful place right now, showing here. Okay. I actually feel that it's saying that if you take a journey, it's going to be a mistake. Just wanted to pull it. It just felt like I needed to pull some more cards here. The brown-haired woman is looking at a mistake. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's just showing a figure here. This person here is looking at a mistake. So journeying, moving away from what you already hold, because we've got in your career, it's saying that you hold the power in your hands. I think really, you know, you need to have hope. I'm going to change these around. I think you need to have hope in terms of career because you hold abundance, you hold the world. So you hold the power and the world within your hands. Right, you've got something pretty powerful, I think, that you're holding within your hands. And I think it's this Ace of Cups. Because I think that, you know, there's nothing that, you know, this person here is offering you the world. They're offering you a really amazing opportunity with the Ace of Wands energy. And it's new, Page of Wands. You know, this is a new creative venture here. It's a chance for some of you guys to work as a part of a business team, a business group, you know, and it's a chance for you to take charge, King of Swords, of a new creative venture as well. You're being given this amazing opportunity, this amazing responsibility to head up a team. You're in charge of the Three of Cups of the group. So not only are you being given this amazing opportunity to work on this new creative venture, this is all about with the Knight of Coins energy. You know, this is the business team working as a part of a business group, one in which you are in charge of the group and the venture. This is some big shit. But all you guys are kind of thinking about with that Four of Swords is, but I want to do something I love. I want to return to something that I really like. And I think that the universe is saying, well, look, you need to have hope because you hold great abundance within your hands. And I think that what you hold within your hands is that Ace of Cups. And I think that moving away from that with the Journey card is going to be a mistake. And that's what you're looking at. So I think that moving away from whatever this Ace of Cups is going to be a mistake. There's nothing more you know, exciting and fulfilling, as with the Ace of Cups. And you know, this is all about as well, you guys kind of saying, you know what, with the Four of Swords, you know what, I understand and I've resigned myself and I know. Because this is also about knowing, is the Four of Swords. When you resign yourself to something, you know it. So you guys know that you're going to go back to something that fulfills you. Because the Ace of Cups is about doing work that fulfills us, that we really like. And I get the impression here, Libra, that this reading is saying, look, to move away, journey energy is moving away from this Ace of Cups, from what you truly love, is going to be a mistake. This person here can offer you all of the amazing opportunities, you know, that you can get. They really can, and it's really tempting, isn't it? It's really inviting. But it's like the work that I do within tarot. There's nothing like it. I just enjoy it so much. I enjoy looking at the pictures on the cards. I've got over 200 decks. I have over 200 books. You know, it's something I've completely dedicated my life to because I really, really like doing it a lot. It means the world to me, this work does. I just enjoy it thoroughly. I really do. I enjoy reading for my private clients. I enjoy doing the YouTube stuff. This is why I spend so long on the videos talking, because I just really, really enjoy the work. I really enjoy telling those stories through the tarot. I love it. But I think at the end of the day, as well, what I'm looking at here as well is what's interesting is that even though this person here, you know, offers you the opportunity to do something really exciting, you're heading up a group, you're heading up a new venture, you've got all this responsibility. This could also be you as the Knight of Coins energy, who is kind of taking the time to stop. This is stop looking and listening. So this could also be you, Libra, saying, hold on, this is amazing, but you know what, I'm not sure about this. Because you don't seem to be running towards it. You're not a Knight of Swords rushing towards to grab his arm off. So this is you guys saying, not sure whether I want to do this, because you can see that he's kind of standing still and he's not moving towards that Ace of Wands. Some of you guys, though you've been offered this amazing opportunity, I see you kind of standing still a little bit, and you're standing off away from the Ace of Wands and saying, not sure whether I want to take it, you know, not sure whether, you know, maybe you don't feel a part of, maybe you don't want to work within a group, because the Knight of Coins is standing outside of that group. You know, maybe this is you don't want to work within this group here as well. But also, I think with the King of Cups, because they offer the opportunity, water and wands don't really work together in a way. Because this King of Cups, all he needs to do is pour this water onto that wand and it's gone. So this person, it may be something about what they are doing, or what, even though you seem to get on with them, it almost feels as well for some of you Librans that you don't trust fully this individual. It's almost like you're standing away from it because you know that this person has the power to switch this on or switch this off. And that might be why you say, I'm not sure whether I want to work as a part of a group with this. You know, they've given me all of the jargon that I'll be in, you know, sole control, but really this person is in complete control. And you know what? I've resigned myself to the fact that I really want to do something that I find emotionally fulfilling as well. So, yeah, I just feel that really for work, this is something you need to do. You need to do something if you can, you know, if you can spare the money, if you don't need the money, if you're all right financially or whatever the case is. It doesn't even mean that you have to be that, but just do something, because money will follow anyway. If you're truly doing what you love, money will follow. I think this is a week for really looking at your career and saying, what is it that I want from my career? Do I want something that I really love, or do I want something that holds prestige, but yeah, I don't trust the people that I work with or the person that's offering it? I think you have to make that decision. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm going to come back and do your love reading. Okay, Libra, so we've got your love reading down. Let's have a quick look at what the love reading for the week is saying. So we have, oh, wow, you got that Two of Cups again. Two of Cups is all about an emotional connection between you and another individual here. But I feel that somebody is resistant to this emotional connection with the Eight of Swords energy. It feels like Two of Cups is the soulmate card, right? Or it's one of the soulmate cards. So I feel that somebody is resistant to, when we talk about an emotional connection, for me, it's the soulmate energy. I think that for some of you, and I'm wondering if it's you, Libra. I wonder if it's you, because this is somebody who's not committing as well to a relationship, because the Eight Swords are air energy. I'm wondering if it's you. It's either you or someone else who's not committing to a relationship here with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Cups energy. I think there's boredom involved here. You've got the Four of Cups, so this would suggest that there's boredom involved here. It's either you or your other half who's not committing to this relationship. I think that there is boredom with this Four of Cups energy showing here. With the Seven of Wands energy, now the Seven of Wands can work a couple of ways when it comes to love. It can mean that you've got lots and lots of interest around you, or it can mean with the Seven of Wands energy you are rejecting. With the Seven of Wands, let's have a look. No, I feel that you're facing interest from a Queen. It's either you or the partner is facing interest, because the Seven of Wands shows lots of romantic interest, and it's coming from this Queen of Wands. So what I'm getting here, Libra, is it's either you or the partner who is not interested in the relationship. There's boredom. There's looking at the, you know, as if the grass is greener on the other side. I think that somebody here is receiving a lot of attention from another individual. That's why they're no longer interested in this connection. Either you or the partner showing here. Knight of Swords energy. So Knight of Swords can show sudden changes. Knight of Swords can be a Gemini individual showing here. Knight of Swords can show somebody who is pursuing. Let's have a look. Or exiting. Two of Wands energy showing here. So, you know, the Two of Wands is, and I do feel in a way with this Two of Wands, it's either you or the other person who's torn between two people here. All right, Libra. This Two of Wands is the reason why there's a lack of interest in this Two of Cups here. And also when you get two twos in a love reading, there's multiple partners involved. So we've got multiple partners showing up in love this week. All right, multiple partners with the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. All right, there's disinterest here because one of you is receiving attention from another individual. Knight of Swords. I feel that one of you is wanting to exit this energy though, because he's exiting the Two of Wands. He's rushing out of that. All right. I actually feel that one of you is probably wanting to exit this energy here of the Two of Wands energy. King of Coins, and remain committed. Stay committed with the King of Coins energy showing here. Let's have a look at the next one. No, there's Three of Swords. So this person is heartbroken here. King of Coins is heartbroken, Three of Swords energy. But heartbreak is overcome with the Sun. The Sun is good. Sun is healing on that Three of Swords energy. To me, this looks like somebody wants to escape the Two of Wands energy. They want to escape probably having to make a decision. Remain probably committed with that King of Coins energy. Heal the heartbreak. I feel what's going on here is that it's either you, because you can show as anyone within the Tower, okay? The only reason I said that might be used because of them swords, okay, which can be Libra, but it's either you or the partner. One of you is having problems committing to the relationship. Now, the reason that one of you is having problems committing to the other, Eight of Swords and that Two of Cups, is number one, there's boredom. Now, this boredom has come about as a result of this attention that one of you is getting from another individual. Fire sign, male or female, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're very attractive and they know how to give someone attention. She loves it. She loves giving attention. She loves getting attention. This is a really beautiful male or a female that's giving lots of attention. So one of you does not commit to the relationship because you're bored. And also because the grass, as far as you're concerned, Libra, or the partner is concerned, is greener on the other side because one of you is getting attention from someone else. So there's a third party involved here. Two of Wands, Two of Cups. It is confirming it. There's multiple partnerships involved here in this situation, which is why one of you is very bored. All right. But I just feel that one of you doesn't want to do this. You want to escape having to make, you want to avoid with that Knight of Swords, I believe, having to make a decision between you and someone else. Or the partner wants to avoid doing this. And it's all because you are committed really at heart. And also the Three of Swords energy is at the heart of it. So at the heart of it, one of you is very, very committed. And that's why you want to avoid kind of, with the Two of Wands energy, making a choice between the two paths. Because at the heart of everything with that Three of Swords, I think that you are committed. And I think that because you want to avoid making a choice between staying in a relationship or going for someone else. And I think that also for some of you guys, with the King of Coins energy, this is a very highly experienced individual, male or female. This is someone who's seen a lot of life. This is somebody who is emotionally very grounded because he's earth of earth. So this is somebody who's extraordinarily grounded. And so for me, this King of Wands would probably see very, very clearly with that Sun energy here as well, is that this is probably just a passing phase. Yeah, they're getting loads of attention. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys or the partner is middle-aged. And what's happened is they're getting the 7-year itch. I'm getting the 7-year because that 7 of Wands is probably the 7-year itch. You know, that they're getting loads and loads of attention. The Sun and that Queen of Wands, both Leo energy. Lots and lots of attention from this individual. Could be potentially a Leo. But this person, it's either you or this person. They don't want to break up. There's no break here. Because they're exiting this. They're avoiding making any decisions. Probably because they know that this is just a temporary measure. It's just a temporary measure. Alright? This person knows that they are committed to the relationship. Alright, and it might, because you've got 3 of Swords here, so this is, when you get a 3 of Swords, there's one person coming between 2 people. So this Queen of Wands, we've got this person here who's giving a lot of attention either to you, Libra, or the partner. And this person is coming between your relationship, possibly with this King, if it's you. But I think it's going to be that in the end there is very much clarity over this with the Sun energy. Because I just feel that even though one of you seems to be exhibiting energy of, oh, I don't know whether I want this right now because I'm getting loads of attention from somewhere else. I think that with the King of Coins energy, you have the full knowledge. Even though it's not a King of Swords, I do feel that you're very grounded. And the grounded energy really is really saying to me that I know, I have clarity of mind here. And I think that in a way, these 2 cards can as well be the kind of clarity, because this is getting to the heart of the matter. So you guys, it's either you or the partner is very grounded here. You're getting to the heart of the matter here, that this is just a bit of fun. This is someone who's paying you attention. But I think that these are the key cards for me that say that, but at the end of the day, you don't want to leave. And the 2 of Wands can be the partnership as well. You don't really want to leave this partnership here. You don't want to exit this partnership here. Okay, you really don't want to do it, because I think that there is a very kind of fundamental with that King of Pentacles energy, internal knowledge as well with the 8 of Swords, that this is just a temporary thing, and you could end up doing some real damage if you walked away from the relationship or the partner knows it. So I think that even though one of you seems to have your head turned for a small amount of time, I think there's the knowledge that one wants to stay where they are comfortable and where they are loved and where they know their true soulmate is. Let's have a look at what the reading is for love this week. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Libra and love? What is the advice? So the first card shows up as gain. All right, so let's have a look at the next 2 cards. Gain, gain, greed. So greed and victory. Okay, you're gaining. I think you're going to get ahead of greed and, you know, the greed card. You're going to achieve victory, because the gain card for me is gaining on. It's going to get ahead of this. So the greed card is wanting it all, and it's coming with this Queen of Wands and the 7 of Wands. This person's, you know, male or female, they're showing you. They're very pretty or very good looking, and they know it, and they'll show you it. They're showing you. The 7 of Wands means to receive lots of attention. You're getting loads of attention. It's either you or the partner's getting loads of attention from one else. This is a third party coming between the 2 of you and your partnership here. But in the end, if you look at these 2 people as well, it almost feels like it's you and the partner in the end sticking together. Because I do think that this King of Pentacles has, whether it's you or the partner, there's a fundamental knowledge here with this 3 of Swords, fundamental insight, I think, as well with that 3 of Swords energy, that this is just a temporary measure, and this person, whilst they're paying you attention, I think with the Sun energy, you know which side your bread is buttered on. And also, you've got a dog on this card. This card represents loyalty, so you know in the end where your bread, you know, where your bread is buttered, or what side your bread is buttered on, and who you're loyal to. And that's why you're going to get ahead of this time of greed. Some of you, it's either the partner or it's you, you're going to get ahead of this time of greed, and you will have victory in the end with the partner. All right, you'll stay where you are, or the partner will stay where they are. All right then, guys, that is your reading. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Have a great day. If you like a personal reading, you can go through to the website, click on the link, and or your reading there, or click on the end screen. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.